Hi there, everyone, and thanks for joining us today at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones. I'm in the studio while the Laura Papetti is out live at the fair. Laura, how are things going out there?
Absolutely picture perfect day so far here at the fair. Brandon and I got the great assignment today. I'm sorry you have to be back at the studio because it's fantastic. Nice, beautiful, warm weather. I see some blue up in the sky. And of course, it is senior day, one of the biggest days at the fair because people 55 years old and older get in for free. And we love that. So we have the whole crew down here. We've got Mark, Henry Han, Whitney Ward, Jeremy Legoo, along with the morning team as well. We'll be checking in over at the set that we have built out here at the Spokane Interstate Fair. But there's so much going on that it's been so far a really exciting hour since it opened up. In fact, people were in their cars waiting for an hour because they wanted to get here early because it's so crowded. So we're going to talk more about that. Lots going on. But as I'm talking about the weather, and it is beautiful this morning, it is a weather impact day because not only are temperatures going to rise, we have a little bit of wind and fairly high fire danger going on. So we're going to check in briefly with Cody Proctor.
Hi there, Laura. Yeah, and you're exactly right when it comes to that fire danger, so much so that we actually have a red flag warning that's in effect for much of our region. This is that area right here in the red. That's in effect until 7 o'clock tonight. We're seeing that because of breezy to gusty winds with gusts up to 30 miles per hour, according to the National Weather Service, as well as low relative humidity. By the way, there's also an air quality alert for Lewiston and parts of Idaho right there. You can see that in the gray. We're watching that, and that is because of some of that wildfire smoke that is coming in from Oregon and Idaho. So watching that really closely. Speaking of our air quality right now, we're mostly moderate at the moment. Looking to stay moderate as we head into tomorrow. Current temperatures across our area, we're at 80 degrees in Spokane. Those winds coming out the south-southwest at 17 miles per hour. Our temperatures across much of our region, most in the upper 70s to low to mid 80s right now. Wenatchee's our hottest spot at the moment. As we take a look at the next 12 hours, you see those temperatures rising. And the next few days, though, if you're done with the heat, get ready for Wednesday. We're actually looking at a cool down. And I'll send it back out to you, Laura. How are you enjoying the weather out there? And looks like you've got a friend.
Oh my gosh, it is absolutely beautiful so far this morning. Again, there's a light breeze. Oh, my friend here, Rocket, he's done. I bore a lot of people, and I definitely am boring Rocket. He's one of the cutest down here at the fair. He is a working dog at the VFW Post 51, which is located right across from the KREM 2 booth. We're on KREM Alley is what we call it down here at the fair. And Rocket is over at the VFW, where he is working along with a crew that has had to work through one of the hotter weekends of the fair. As you know, we hit temperatures nearly 100 degrees this weekend. But the workers had to keep on going, and they said even though it was almost 100 degrees, it's even hotter when you're working the grill. But it was fun, they said, to greet all the people back to the fair.
When you have a lull, a little break, and all of a sudden you realize how warm it is, and you have to step out here where it's 90 degrees to get out of the 100 degrees that we're in there. We're all used to a little heat. We're all combat veterans, so.
I love that comment Darren made. Like he said, they're all veterans. They know how to take the heat, and they're handling it. And we've talked to several vendors out here over the weekend, and they said they'd love to see it like this because while it's hot, it hasn't been real smoky. There's been no rain. So overall, a very strong start to the weekend for them. By the way, again, as I said, VFW Post 51 located right across the booth from the KREM 2 booth, and lots of good food, lots of good service. And we want to say thank you to all the men and women who have served while I have a chance. Okay, so let's talk about the fair in general today. Very, very big day at the fair. We are so excited to be here because, of course, as we said, it is senior day. People 55 years old and older get in for free at the fair, and they were lined up this morning. It's been an amazing crowd. All you have to do is show your valid ID at the gate. And another perk today, it's only $5 for parking, so that's a good deal as well. The fair also offers mobility support, so you can rent scooters, wheelchairs, and walkers. One thing that I saw coming in today when I parked in the parking lot, they had folks picking people up in a golf cart. So I loved it. The folks that parked right next to me, they got a ride and were brought right to the entrance at the fair. Another perk of the fair today, of course, is that you can see KREM 2 live. We are big out at the fair, and especially today. Not only, of course, are we live here at the noon hour, as you probably have figured out by now, but our evening team will be live later tonight as well. In fact, they're already here at the fair, getting lots of video, interviewing lots of people. So we have Mark Hanrahan, Whitney Ward, and Jeremy Legoo all live out here at the fair at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. And right now our Up With KREM team is hanging out at the KREM 2 booth. I want to take a moment, if my photographer Pat can just move the camera a little bit over there. You can see the KREM 2 booth. We have a new setup this year. We have a special interactive set, which we absolutely love to share with you folks. And we're going to, in fact, go inside, get a behind the scenes look at the set, show you the new green screen we have down here, and check in with the crew over there. But first, we do want to get caught up on today's news, and we have Brandon T. Jones in the studio for that.
Well, today we do have a big update in the trial of the man charged with killing 4 University of Idaho students. A judge has granted Bryan Kohberger's request to move the trial out of Latah County. The judge said he was concerned about the ability to receive a fair trial in Moscow, given extensive media coverage and some statements made by public officials suggesting Kohberger is guilty. The judge also noted the courthouse isn't big enough to handle the trial, and there are not enough deputies to handle security. Kohberger is charged with killing Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves. The judge did not specify whether the trial would be moved to a different place or where it will be moved to. Happening now, a Spokane City Council member is hoping to raise the spotlight on crime and vandalism in downtown Spokane. Councilman Jonathan Beagle is speaking in front of Zona Blanca, which announced last week it's closing partly because of the crime in the downtown area. This is a live look at the press conference, which is streaming right now on KREM.com, so you can watch it there. Last week, the owner of Zona Blanca, Chef Chad White, posted on Facebook saying that increasing crime, visible drug use, and damage to both public and private property in downtown Spokane have made it hard to maintain a safe environment for the restaurant and its guests. Beagle responded by saying, "Our businesses deserve better." We'll have more on what he is proposing tonight on KREM 2 News at 4.